I started my first Clarice Lispector book. Tell me why the main character is my name. The first book I ever read, that I read for school, the main character had my name, and I chose the book precisely because the main character had my name, and that was a very problematic, well, it wasn't a problematic story, it was a very problematic life that main character had. So I'm expecting it not to be like that with Clarice Lispector. Honestly, can I expect that? Because, tell me why I start this book. By the way, I'm reading in Portuguese because, well, I am Portuguese. Honestly, I don't know how you would translate this book. I'm very curious to talk to people who read Clarice Lispector in English or in a language that isn't a Latin language, because I don't know how you would translate a book like this, especially the first chapter. I think it's so many of the words she uses and the way she phrases her, well, sentences is with colloquial words, with stuff that is supposed to mean something and means something else. How do you translate this? I'm very curious. If anyone has read this book in English, it would be something like Close to the Wild Heart in English. It's the first one she ever published when she was 23 years old. If you've read this, let me know what you thought of the translation, because you can always tell if it's a good translation or not. I remember reading Meg Woliter's The Interestings in Portuguese, and I could tell even then it was not a great translation. So I'm curious about that. But what was I saying? Oh, yeah, the main character's name is Joana, which is my name. I know I call myself Joe, but that's just to make it simpler. My name is Joana. And the main character has that name. And tell me why the first thing I read about that character is this. It's her thinking the following sentence: a certeza que dou para o mal. Basically her saying, I'm sure I am evil. I can't relate to that at all. But yeah, all this to say that I will be doing a challenge in 2025. I don't know when I'm posting this video, if I'm posting still in 2024 or just in 20, it doesn't matter. I'm going to be doing a challenge. And I know I said in my booktube newbie video that I wouldn't be doing challenges, and I am not. I'm not doing a booktube challenge. I'm doing a challenge for myself. Kinda. It's not really a challenge. I just want to do it this way. And what do I want to do this way, you ask? Well, earlier this year, there was a book fair where I bought a lot of books for cheap. Well, kinda. Not really for cheap, but cheaper than in a bookstore. And I bought this beautiful little baby, which is all of the letters that Clarice Lispector sent, well, the ones we have access to at least, all of the letters that she sent in her life. And it's all chronological, obviously, so I'm reading the letters in chronological order, and I'm going to read the books that she has published, all of them in chronological order. It's going to take me years of my life, but I want to do it because I love the way she writes so far. I think this is an insane thing to say, but I feel like I have stuff in common with her. Like, I keep reading her letters, I keep reading the passages that she would send to, like, friends and family, and I keep thinking, oh, we're all the same, aren't we? These messed up people that live in literature and in films, we're all the same. Let me find some cool ones for you. I'm here somewhat lost. I'm doing nothing. It fell on my hand, the book Madame Bovary, and I reread it. I took advantage of the death scene to cry all my pains, to cry all the pains that I've had and the ones that I have not. Come on. I know I'm not doing a good translation, but yeah, I relate to her a lot, and I'm really loving reading her letters. And in her letters, she mentions the books, like she's mentioned Close to the Wild Heart. So I kind of want to like read it in that way. Like, as if she's writing the letters to me, which is very delusional. And when she starts mentioning a book that she's writing on, or when she mentions the title, then I'll pick up that book and read it alongside the letters. I know this is an insane thing to do, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So yeah, if you're interested, like, in something like this, or in taking part, not taking part, but witnessing something like this, welcome to my channel, and stick around, because I'll be doing reading vlogs, reviews, all that kind of stuff about the letters. Maybe do a little bit of research on her life and do a video about that, and all her books. I'm pretty sure she has prose, poetry, and short story collections, so we'll get to all of that in the next, I don't know, 20 years, I guess. But yeah, that's it. I cannot believe I found another book with... I know this makes no sense, that your name is the name of the main character, but somehow it connects you to the story even more. Like, am I the only person who feels that or experiences that? Because, yeah. Well, anyway, thank you for watching. Like, comment me, who would you like me to do next? Like, to read their books in chronological order and read their correspondence together with the books. Let me know.